This tutorial is going to go more in depth about blinking and different ways you can do it. For the rest of the animation, watch either my CapCut or Alight motion tutorial, both links in description. You'll want to watch the Alight motion or the CapCut tutorial first. Then when I explain the blinking steps, follow this video. I hope that makes sense. I am showing two different ways I do blinking on the timeline. You can skip to whatever type you want. With your eyelids on its own layer, separate the bottom and top lids. Click the check mark, then remove selection. Bring the bottom lid layer to 3-5 and erase the bottom lids on the upper lid layer. Go to the special brush and use drag the half moon looking option. The low opacity lower lid layer acts as a guide for you. Make sure it lines up. Screen record you moving the strength to create the blinking motion you want. Go to the lower lids layer and erase the upper lids, you don't need them anymore. Do the same thing, but make it more subtle. Screen record, try to make them move in the same pattern you did the upper lid. This is the last step in making animations, so when you're done your animation, make a new project on CapCut with your animation and add the eyes irises overlay. Fit them to the length of your animation and use splice, then darken. Now you can fit them inside the eye area. Use basic to make them smaller. Now, add keyframes to line up with the movement of your animation. Now the iris should match up with the movement. Make sure both the top and bottom overlays have keyframes in the same spots. Click on the overlays and go to mask, then circle. Click invert and make the mask a line and put it along the top of the overlay. Now you'll bring the mask down whenever the eye is closed. Place keyframes wherever it's needed. Do both eyes and you can stop here, but I like to add effects. Since this character Michiro is in shock, I am adding a slight shake to the eyes. Export, then open a new project with the animation. Go to motion blur. If your animation have lots of movement, make the blur lower. If your animation doesn't have lots of movement, make the blur higher. This technique is good for laughing or squinting. Just like the other technique, we separate the eyes from the rest of the image. Just like the other technique, we also cover the eyes. Go down the eye layer. Go to the special tool and use the shrink tool and the drag tool. Move it to your liking, screen record it and add it to your animation like normal. And that's it, you're done.